Hello guys, we met today because we followed the same kind of path, or it was just destined for us to meet for these couple of moments in our lives and exchange some information that we have from each other's side. However, this will happen in the future. We know that we can support each other, and we know that sharing some thoughts and intuitions will enable me and you to make a step forward in this life. I decided to make this video today and make a new step in my life because I feel that my story is to be shared. It is not an easy story, but it's also not the worst possible one that could happen. I was born as an average person in an average family. This family brought me up in an average way, the way it was expected of them. Of course, I'm thankful to them, and I'm happy that I got this starting point at some level. But the consequences of the things happening in the world before they got born and when they were growing up made them bring me up in a certain way that was not the best in order for me to follow my life path, or how can I say, follow my highest purpose. So I decided some time ago to take a leap of faith, I would say, and find my way in this life, because to me just going to work and just having a family and just do the things that kind of make you feel safe was not good enough. And I met some people along the way, and I will meet you now in this way as well, and looking forward to this compiling effect. You know how the seashells form, and you start somewhere, you compile a bit, and things start taking off, and you become, let's say, seashell shell becomes bigger, and in this way our path becomes stronger. I would like to use this compiling effect also with you guys, because we cannot even imagine how small things can do a lot through time. If you imagine you change a food, nothing happens for a long time. You start working out, nothing happens. It's like a flat, you don't see anything. But then there comes a day where you feel different, and you also find out you can see some muscles, let's say, or something starts happening. But these kind of decisions are not decisions that would be just given to us at birth. These kind of decisions, you make them, but you make them when usually it's the most difficult part of life. At least this was my experience, is when life was most difficult. I knew I had to make some decision I haven't made before. This decision included, usually changing the whole life perspective as I've seen it. And there are some, let's say, stages that seem to be universal in the, let's say, at least man's life. And maybe we could go through it, and maybe you can see if you are on any of those stages and where do you see it going further. So for me, the basic stage was, primary school, high school, having parties and enjoying ourselves, and then coming to the time when you go to study and you find out there is more to life. You find out there are many more options. There is a possibility of entrepreneurship. There is a possibility of, let's say, new ideas, cooperations, personal growth. You are offered one job, you're offered the second job, you're wondering what kind of company do I want to work for, and you start thinking about, okay, where should I go with my life? And that stage is very interesting, and usually it brings you some new perspectives that you did not have before. At least for me in high school, it was just growing up and having parties, and then during the faculty and during all the studies, then we figured out there could be more. The next stage I decided for, because ending that stage of faculty and studies and figuring out what I want to do with my life, I decided to have a family. So I took up a regular job because to me it seemed as a good solution, and also I found out I was in a kind of rush to start my life, which is funny when I look at it now, because there was a lot of time and I could experiment more. And yes, I had a nice family life, bringing up the family. Kids were growing up, and then there comes the stage 3. The stage 3 is usually when you start to figure out, okay, so kids are growing up now, they know how to go themselves to toilet and all these kind of things, and what to do now. What are the kind of things I would like to do in my spare time, because there is a bit more spare time. And I was born Sagittarius, and we always have this push to do something more, and I started to think about it, and figured it out that there could be more. There could be probably a lot more. I decided 2 times in my life that I would like to have enough time with my family and these connections, because the family means a lot to me. So I also did not took up a job that would involve me being busy all the time. It was my personal decision, and this kind of decision made me be content when there were other challenges in life. And then it, as I mentioned, came stage 3, where that I could make more out of my life, or what do I actually want. And I started to think about what's the purpose of my life actually, because the purpose of previous stages were finish school, get a job, let's say, and have a family. So what then? I did all those things, which I'm proud of. And what's the purpose of life then? What is there more to do? What will I be doing the rest of the life, and how can I contribute back to the society? So this vision quest, or let's say purpose quest, took some time, but it resulted in the final idea and the final thing I believe in, which is that I support personal and business transformations in order to help all the living beings on this planet Earth. And one of the things how to enable this personal vision and personal purpose is as well sharing my thoughts and ideas, and maybe sharing some views of my life that could help somebody who is looking for the path forward. So knowing what I would like to do and how I would like to do it, it resulted in my personal life, it resulted in divorce. I'm not particularly proud of, but yes, okay, we figured out we cannot continue this path, and then we have done it, and following the divorce there were many new things to think about, new options to look at. Once you get over the stressful feelings and disappointments that come with that, you continue knowing that everything you will live now, it will be completely something new. At certain moments you think about, okay, that was very good, what we had in the past, and maybe that I would like to have in the future as well. But there are also points that that it's like changing the job. You liked some things, you did not like other things, but you somehow know it's time to move on. So we moved on, and of course you get a new experience, new relationships, but not only personal relationships, also business relationships. It all comes together because following the life purpose and thinking about, okay, which decision is the right one, which should I take, how I should take it, it changes you. It changes you completely, and it makes you wonder, right? So now coming out of this stage where you need to find yourself again, and thank God I had this purpose that I believed in. You need to figure out how you will do everything again, how you will set up all your life, and that is okay. I had this dilemma several years ago, and I was thinking about how and what to do. But most important thing in that period was following your intuition. Like many people say, intuition is the one that knows what you would like to experience and what you would like to have. Personally, I feel intuition in my body differently than I feel, let's say, brain decision or brain wish. And whenever I was making some brain wishes, it was not as good as intuition one, even though intuition one usually involves quite a lot of challenges at the beginning, but then it comes easier, while the brain decision involves easier start and then more difficult finish. Okay, so I had another try with personal relationship, and I figured out that I'm still, even though I have my personal purpose and I know what I want to do and how I want to do it, I was dropped again into the previous kind of mode of operation, because it was still so automatic to me to be that kind of person that I was being married, and it ended up that it did not influence me in a good way. I started, the same kind of patterns, and those patterns did not help me out. So we had to do this again and figure out, okay, if this does not work, what does then work? I started to think again, what is there more to do? Is there something that I am blind to, and things like that? So as you are doing now, I also watch quite a lot of YouTube videos and figured out many things, read some books. You can see the books at the back of my video now, and it helped me out figuring out what I still do not see, so shadow work, because I was actually thinking back, I was avoiding shadow work. I just wanted to go with the things that were clear, that were some kind of 3D, if we can say, and shadow work allows you to go into the other dimension. So it was quite a lot to do. So why do we find ourselves here? Because you are probably on the same kind of path, if not the same completely. You are at some similar point where we can help each other to support your thoughts, and you supporting maybe my thoughts with your comments. And I see some points on the way where we will join our energy, when you will maybe watch these videos, maybe you will watch something else, but somehow we will exchange this energy and come to a conclusion. So the most important thing to decide for myself before being brave enough to make this video was to leave my previous identity as it belongs. Okay, not the best English expression, but it belongs to a certain point in time when it served me a lot, and that identity is still inside of me, but it's just a reminder of what I do not want. I had to figure out what kind of man I want to be. I had to figure out what kind of woman I would like to be with. I had to figure out what kind of friends I want to have time with. Many things have changed, and since I got injured January last year, and then also I got some intense flu next to that, being bed bound for, I would say, 3 weeks at least, it gave me a lot of time to think, if this would be the end, would I be okay with it? And I figured out no, because I did not do all my work. I did not do the work the way I would like to do it. I did not. I just scratched the surface. And this surface that was scratched, it brings a lot of positive things to me, but there was a lot under this surface. Maybe not to be too gross, it's like a pimple. You scratch the surface, something could come out, but in order to really clean it out, you need to clean the rest. So yes, I associate cleaning the rest with shadow work, and not only shadow work, but cleaning out the closet, or cleaning out the, how can I say, the garbage yard, where you try to hide your past mistakes or things how you acted or something. But all this hidden out does not help, because it's still inside of you. It is unprocessed and it burns your energy. It comes out when you least expect it and closes some opportunities that you might have. So during these next interactions we're gonna have in the future, I see mostly us discussing certain aspects of these shadows, or how can I say, how we can go through shadow work. I always was looking for a group of people that I could join, where I would be the junior, and I would somehow go on the path with them. They're following their own life paths, and me following my own path. And this is how I see this group here, and these videos is we join, we come to a certain moment until we need it, it's okay, and then we continue on. So I'm gonna be present here with my life stories, or with things that I'm gonna think about, things that maybe will make you think, and I'm grateful for that, and I really hope you will find something very useful in the future. So have a great day.